So Namo Namas Sarvebhyah. Greetings to all of you. Sanskrita Bhasha Shikshane Bhavatam Hardam Swagatam. A heartfelt welcome to you all for Sanskrit learning. So today we are going to continue with Visarga Sandhi part 1 and hopefully we'll complete it. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varde Kamarupani Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. So I'm going to review what we covered in the last class. We covered parts of Visarga Sandhi. So Visarga Sandhi happens in 3 cases. When the Visarga is preceded by a vowel and followed by a vowel, preceded by a vowel and followed by a soft consonant, and preceded by a vowel and followed by a hard consonant. So in the last class, we covered these 2 cases. And in today's class, we are going to cover this case. So when the Visarga is preceded by any vowel and followed by a hard consonant. So the hard consonant are subdivided into these, in these groups because different rules apply what kind of a hard consonant it is. So if the Visarga is followed by K or K, there is no change. But the Visarga or optionally, the Visarga is pronounced as a Jiva Mulya. When the Visarga is preceded by Ch, Ch, T, T, T or Th, then Visarga, there is a 2-step involved. First, the Visarga it changes to a Sakara. And then in Ch or Ch, that Sakara changes to Sh. In T and Th, the Sakara changes to Sh. And in T and Th, the Sakara remains as it is. If the Visarga is followed by P and P, then there is no change, or optionally, the Visarga is pronounced as Upadmanya. And this is the symbol of a Jiva Mulya sound and an Upadmanya sound. Now, if a Visarga is followed by a sibilant, then Sh, Sh or Sa, then there is no change. Or optionally, again is a 2-step. The Visarga changes into a Sa, and then Sa changes to Sh in this case, to Sh in this case. So let us look at some examples. Balaha karoti. So Visarga is followed by Ka, so it remains as it is, or it is pronounced as a Jiva Mulya, Balah karoti. Balaha pibati. Again, it remains as it is, or a Upadmanya sound, which is Balah pibati. Harihi shete. Here the Visarga is followed by a sibilant. So either it will remain as it is, or optionally, this Visarga will become a Sh. So it will be Harish shete. Hari sleeps. Or Pathaha sulabha. Again, the Visarga is followed by a Sa. So optionally, this Visarga becomes a Sakara. So you will have Patas sulabha. Now, if Janaha chalati, here the Visarga is followed by a hard consonant Ch. So this Sandhi will apply, and the Visarga will finally become a Sh. So Janash chalati, the person moves. Ramaha tatra, Visarga is replaced by a Sakara. So Ramas tatra. Then the second case we did last week was when the Visarga is preceded by a vowel but followed by a soft consonant. So 3 cases arise. There are 3 sets of rule. When the Visarga is preceded by a, or it is preceded by a long a, or is preceded by any vowel except a or a. So when the Visarga is preceded by a, then the Visarga is replaced by u. And this a and u becomes o by a guna sandhi. For example, Ashvaha dhavati. So you have a preceding, followed by dha, which is a soft consonant. So this Visarga becomes an u, and this a and u are replaced by the guna of u, which is o. So you have Ashvo dhavati. So Ashvaha dhavati, after the Visarga sandhi becomes Ashvo dhavati. In the second case, Visarga is preceded by, if the Visarga is preceded by a long a and followed by a soft consonant, then the Visarga is deleted. For example, Balaha gachanti. Now, the Visarga is preceded by a long a because Balaha ends in a long a, and it is followed by ga, which is a soft consonant. So the Visarga is deleted. So this will become Bala Gachanti. And then if it is preceded by any vowel except or a, then Visarga is replaced by a refa. So like Kavihi Gachati. So here the Visarga is preceded by E, like Kavi ends in E. So, and it's followed by a soft consonant Ga. So this Visarga becomes a refa. So this, you have a R and a G, is a conjunct consonant, and this R comes on top. So Kavir Gachati. So in this case, when a vowel, the vowels are divided into three groups, a, and any vowel except a, and these three kinds of sandhi occurs. So these two sandhis we covered last week. So today we are going to cover when the Visarga is preceded by a vowel and is followed by a vowel. So here there are, again, this vowels, preceding vowel are divided into three groups. One is a. So the first case you have that the Visarga is preceded by a and is followed by a. So what happens? In this case, the Visarga is replaced again by u. So let's look at this example. So this case is illustrated by this example. Shivaha aham. So Visarga is preceded by a because Shiva ends in a. It is followed by a. So you have this case. So this Visarga is replaced by u, right? So that is the rule. So Visarga is replaced by u. This a and u is replaced by, both are replaced by the guna of u, which is o. So this a and u becomes o. So now you have Shiv o aham. So this is a guna sandhi. Now Shiv o aham, this o is followed by an a. So you have a vowel sandhi, which is a purva rupa sandhi. So what will happen? This a will become elided and not pronounced. So this a becomes the avgraha, right? This becomes an avgraha. So, and it is not pronounced, so it becomes shivoham, right? So these two sandhis we did in the vowel, like guna and purvaru. So the Visarga is replaced by u, but since there is a vowel, like if you look here, u, there is a vowel preceding it and a vowel following it. So you have two vowel sandhis. One is the guna sandhi, which a and u both become o. So you have Shiv o aham. And since this o is followed by a, you again have a vowel sandhi where a is elided, replaced by this avgraha sign, avgraha symbol, and is not pronounced. So Shivaha aham will be Shivoham. A is not pronounced. Or Prathamaha adhyayah. Like in Gita, you have Prathamaha Adhyayah. Again, the Visarga is preceded by a, followed by a. So you will have Prathamodhyayah. Prathamodhyayah. Same thing. So if Visarga is preceded by a, followed by a, so Visarga is replaced by u, and then you have two vowel sandhis, because you have this scenario here, u in between, and then you have a vowel here, you have a vowel here. This is the guna sandhi, and after the guna sandhi, this is the pararupa sandhi. So this was the case 1. The case 2 is when Visarga is preceded by a, but it is followed by any vowel except a. Then the Visarga is deleted. Or it is preceded by a vowel long a and followed by any vowel, then the Visarga is also deleted. So in both these cases, the Visarga is deleted. For example, Arjunaha uvacha, right, in Gita. So Arjuna is preceded by a and followed by u. So the Visarga of Arjunaha is dropped and you have Arjuna uvacha. So look at some examples here. Balaha agachati. So the Visarga is preceded by a, followed by a long a, which is not a, so the Visarga will be dropped. So you have a Visarga and a, right? So not a, so this Visarga will be dropped. So you will have Bala agachati. Balaha, so a is not a, right? But if you had a, then you will have this sandhi. So if it is not a, then the Visarga is dropped. Balaha ichhati, again preceded by a, followed by the vowel e, which is not a, so the Visarga will be dropped. Bala ichhati. Balaha udyanam gachati. Here the Visarga is followed by u, like Arjunaha uvacha. So here again the Visarga will be deleted. So you have Bala udyanam gachati. So in all these cases where the Visarga is preceded by a and it followed by any vowel other than a, the Visarga is dropped or is deleted. Because if it is followed by a, then you have the Shivoham kind of a sandhi. Now, if it is preceded by a and any vowel, a included, then the Visarga is also deleted. For example, Balaha atra. So again, now the Balaha ends in long a, followed by the vowel a. So again, the Visarga will be deleted. So you have a Visarga a, which is this case. So you will have Bala atra or Balaha agachanti. So again, preceded by a long a, followed by a, any vowel, the Visarga will be dropped. Bala agachanti or Balaha icchanti. So now again, any vowel, it could be e, u, a, u, any vowels, then the Visarga will be dropped. So you will have Bala icchanti. So let me go this one more time. So if the Visarga is preceded by a and is followed by a, then you have a sandhi like Shiva aham, Shivoham. So Visarga is replaced by u, and then you have two vowel sandhis. So you will have like Shiva, Shiva aham will be Shivoham. If Visarga is preceded by a or a, so in this case not a and any vowel, then Visarga is deleted. And the third scenario is that the Visarga is preceded by any vowel except or a, because these two cases we have covered, right? So if it is not or a and any vowel, then the Visarga is replaced by ra. As in your, this Sandhi, remember this one? Oh, sorry. In this one, in this consonant Sandhi also. So this is the same as this, like if Visarga is followed by a consonant, soft consonant, and preceded by any vowel, then the Visarga is replaced. So in the vowel Sandhi, it is the same thing. Instead of a soft consonant, it will be any vowel. So if the Visarga is preceded by a or a, followed by any vowel or a soft consonant, which we have done before, the Visarga is replaced by a refa or a r, ra. Right. So yeah. So now we give examples of this case. So munihi atra asti. The muni is here. The sage is here. So now here the Visarga is followed by a, but it is preceded by e. So if it was preceded by a, then you would have this Sandhi. But since it is a not a, then this Visarga will become a refa. It will become a ra. So munihi, this is the case. And now this Visarga becomes a ra. And this ra and a, like a vowel is following a consonant. So this ra and a becomes ra. So munira trasti. And here you have a vowel Sandhi. So munihi atra asti. So here the Visarga is preceded by a vowel which is not a or a, and is followed by any vowel which is an a. So the Visarga is replaced by a ra. And this ra, the vowel a is following ra. So this will become a ra, right? So munira, and this a of tra and a of asti becomes a long a, dirgha sandhi. So munira trasti. Harihi udyane kridati. Now again, Visarga is followed by any vowel, but it is preceded again by an e. So this Visarga will become a refa. And this ra and u, a vowel is following ra, so this will become a ru, right? So Hari Rudyane Kridati. Hari plays in the garden. So Harihi Udyane Kridati. Here the Visarga is preceded by e, followed by any vowel, which is u. Visarga becomes a refa. The refa is followed by u, and this becomes ru. So the Sandhi will be Hari Rudyane Kridati. Shishuhu Odanam Khadati. The baby is cooked rice. Odanam is cooked rice. Now here the Visarga is preceded by u, because Shishu ends in u and is followed by a vowel o. So this Visarga becomes ra, and ra and o becomes ro. So it will be Shishu Rodanam Khadati. So if the Visarga is preceded by a vowel and followed by a vowel, these 4 cases occur. One is a preceded by a, followed by a, preceded by a, followed by not a, preceded by long a, followed by any vowel, preceded by not a or a, and followed by any vowel. And you have these 3 Sandhis. So this covers kind of, this covered these 3 scenarios, right? A vowel, Visarga preceded by a vowel, followed by a vowel. So we just covered it right now. And preceded by a vowel, followed by a soft consonant, preceded by a vowel, followed by a hard consonant. So we covered these cases. Now there are 2 additional rules here. Okay, so there are two more rules, two more Visarga Sandhi rules. And then, Visarga Sandhi rules are completed. So first one is a special rule. So if a word like saha and eshaha, saha you all know, means he. And eshaha is, and again, both are pronouns, and eshaha means this, it is close by. So saha also sometimes means that. So if the word saha and eshaha is followed by any letter except a, then the visarga is deleted. This is a special rule. So saha means he, eshaha, these both are pronouns. Eshaha means this. So if saha or eshaha are followed by any letter except a, then the visarga is deleted. So for example, saha agachati. So the visarga will be dropped. It will be sa agachati. If it was saha saha atra, right? Then you will have the first case. It will be sotra, right? So then the usual vowel sandhi will apply. But if it is any letter except a, then the visarga is dropped. Saha agachati. So this, here it is followed by a vowel. So the visarga is dropped. He comes. Saha gachati. He goes. Now here instead of a vowel, it is a soft consonant. So again, the visarga is dropped. Saha khadati. Here it is a hard consonant. So again, the visarga is dropped. Saha shete. He sleeps. Here it is a sibilant. So again, the visarga is dropped. So in these cases, a vowel, a soft consonant, a hard consonant, a sibilant, but it is also a hard consonant. So in all these cases, the visarga is dropped. Same thing happens with eshaha. Eshaha means this. Eshaha indhanam. This is full. So here again, the visarga is dropped. Eshaha balaha, a soft consonant. This boy. So again, the visarga is dropped. Eshaha pustakam. This is a book, a hard consonant. Again, the visarga is dropped. Eshaha vahanam, a semi-vowel. Again, the visarga is dropped. So if saha or eshaha, this rule only applies to these two pronouns, which is in ekavachanam prathama vibhakti, case 1. So if these two pronouns are followed by any letter except a, then the visarga is deleted. And then there's one more rule, and then the visarga sandhi rules are completed. So this is a little complicated rule. You don't see this rule that often, but we should know it. So if visarga is preceded by any vowel except a, and follow, this is a special rule applying only to the refa. By refa, then the visarga is deleted and the preceding vowel is elongated. So let's see this through an example. Kavihi rachayati. Now, normally what you will do in this case, ra is a soft consonant and the visarga is preceded by e. So visarga should be replaced by a refa, right? Like this is the rule. Like if visarga is preceded by any vowel except a or a and followed by a soft consonant, then the visarga is replaced by a refa. But it does not apply here because it is followed by, if it is followed by a soft consonant, which is a ra, then that rule, kavir rachayati, does not apply here. So it is an exception to that rule. So in what happens in this, that the visarga is dropped. And this e becomes long. The preceding vowel is elongated. So it will be, the visarga is dropped and this e becomes long. So it will be kavi rachayati. So this is a special rule. So what happens here, that normally the rule which will apply here of visarga becoming a ra does not apply here. Instead, it is an exception that the Visarga is dropped if it is followed by any vowel except a. It is dropped, and this preceding vowel becomes long. So kavi, and if it is followed by a refa, only if it is followed by a refa. So kavihi rachayati will become kavi rachayati. Or guruhu rajate, the teacher governs, right? So again, here the Visarga is preceded by u and it is followed by a ra. So it will be, the Visarga will be dropped and it will be guru, like this will be long. So guru rajate. So again, you will think it will be guru rajate. No, that rule does not apply. If the following wow, if the following letter is a ra, then this rule does not apply. And there is again an exception to this rule also, that if this Visarga belongs to an avvaya, an indeclinable, then even if it is preceded by a, then the refa is followed. So like punaha api, like normally what sandhi will be is preceded by an a followed by an a. So you will say, you will think it will be punopi, right? Visarga becomes like this, like shivoham sandhi. But in this case, because it is an avvaya, it will be punarapi. Punarapi. Or pratah bhajami. You will think it will be prato bhajami, but it will be pratar bhajami. So these are exception rules. Once in a while, you see them. So you should at least know what they are. Okay. So these covers the Visarga Sandhi rules. So Visarga Sandhi's rules could be now summarized as follows. So there are 4 rules. Visargasya lopa, like these are the Sanskrit names. So you should be familiar with these names. So Visargasya lopa. Visargas is a Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam of the Visarga. Lopa means deleted, or lopa means deleted. Of the Visarga, lopa happens. So this means that Visarga is deleted. So this Sandhi is called Visargasya lopa. Visargasya is the of Visarga, lopa happens, or the lopa is deleted. So this is the first Sandhi, where the Visarga is deleted. The second Sandhi is called Visargasya Uttvam. Uttvam means is replaced, the Visarga is replaced by U. Visargasya Uttvam, and this we saw, right? Then Visargasya Refa Desha means Refa Adesha. So Visarga is replaced by Refa. And the fourth one is Visargasya Sakara Desha. Visarga is replaced by Sa. So these 4 are the Visarga Sandhi rules. Visargasya lopaha, Visarga is deleted. Visargasya uttvam, Visarga is replaced by U. Visargasya refa desha, refa adesha, Visarga is replaced by refa. And Visargasya sakara desha, Visarga is replaced by sa. And these 2 are the optional rules. So Visargasya sakara desha is optional when followed by a sha, and sa. Like we saw the example, like Ramaha shete. So you have Ramash shete, or Om Shanti Shanti, Shantish Shanti, right? Or in the Visargasya Jiva Muli Muli Yadaya is replaced, then Visarga is replaced by Jiva Mulya when followed by Ka or Ka, on Upadmanya when followed by Pa or Pa. So there are 4 Visarga rules, and then these are the two optional rules. So in this table, I have tried to summarize all the Visarga Sandhis with giving examples. So you have lopaha. What are the conditions when the Visarga is deleted? So the first condition is that when Visarga is preceded by a and is followed by any vowel, e means except a. So Arjunaha uvacha. So the Visarga is dropped. So the easy way, the way I remember these Sandhis is by these names, that this is an Arjuna uvacha Sandhi. So if the Visarga, so lopa occurs in these 4 cases, right? So the first is when Visarga is preceded by a, followed by any vowel except a, then the Visarga is dropped. Then Visarga is preceded by a long a and followed by any vowel or a soft consonant. For example, ka, ka, ha, atra. Many cows are here, right? So ka, ka, ha. So here there is no Visarga here, right? So it will become ka, ka, atra, because a was followed by a vowel, any vowel. Or ka, ka, ha, dhavanti will become ka, ka, dhavanti. So here the Visarga is preceded by a long a. In this case, it is followed by a vowel a. And in this case, it is followed by a soft consonant dha. This is Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam plural. So the Visarga is, you don't see the Visarga. So this is the sentence after the Sandhi. Then in this special case, if it is saha or eshaha followed by any vowel except a, then the Visarga is dropped. So saha hasati will become sa hasati. Eshaha balaha. This boy will become, so the Visarga in both of these cases is dropped. Esha balaha. And the 4th case was the special case, the other rule, that if the Visarga is preceded by any vowel except a and followed by a ra, then the previous vowel gets elongated. So kavihi rachayati will become kavi rachayati. So the original will be like if you do the Sandhi Vicheda, this will be kavihi rachayati, the poet composes. But after the Sandhi, it becomes kavi rachayati. So these are the 4 cases where the Visargasya lopaha happens. The Visarga is deleted. Utvam. Utvam happens in 2 cases. First, Utvam means that the Visarga is replaced by U. So it happens when the Visarga is preceded by a and followed by a. So here the Visarga becomes U, then you have a Guna Sandhi and you have a Purva Rupa Sandhi. So Shivaha Aham becomes Shivoham, right? And Utvam happens when where you have Visarga preceded by a and followed by a soft consonant. Then the Visarga becomes U, and this a and U becomes O. So you have a Guna Sandhi. For example, Namaha, Namaha is the greetings, becomes Namo Namaha. The act, like if you do the Sandhi Vicheda, it will be Namaha, Namaha. So the Visarga was followed by a soft consonant na. So which after this U and Guna, it becomes Namo Namaha. So Utvam, Visargasya Utvam happens in these 2 cases. Refa Desha, when the Visarga becomes a Refa. It happens if the Visarga is preceded by any vowel except a or a and is followed by any vowel or a soft consonant. For example, Munihi Atra. So Visarga was followed by a, so it will become Muniratra, Muniratra. And Munihi likhati. If you do a sandhi, if you do a sandhi vicheda of this, it will be munihi atra. And then because of this, visarga becomes refa, it becomes muniratra. Here, if you do the sandhi vicheda, it will be munihi likhati. And the visarga becomes a refa, so it becomes munir likhati. So refa desha happens in this case. And the final is when the refa becomes a sakara desha. So here, if the visarga is followed by any vowel, followed by a hard consonant cha or cha, then the visarga becomes sa, and there is a consonant sandhi, which this sa becomes a sh. So balascha, balaha, sandhi vicheda of this will be balaha cha. So the visarga becomes a sh, balascha, and the boy. So here sakara desha happens when this visarga is preceded by any vowel, followed by the hard consonant cha or cha, then the visarga becomes a sakara. Then after a consonant sandhi, this sakara becomes a shakara, and you have balashcha. So the sandhi vicheda of this is balaha cha. If the visarga is followed by ta or tha, hard consonant, then this visarga becomes a sa. After a consonant sandhi, this sa becomes a sh. So balashtikam. So the sandhi vicheda will be balaha tikam. The boy studies the tika or whatever. So this the visarga becomes a sh. So balashtikam. Here, if it is ta or tha, then the visarga becomes a sa. Balas tatraha. Sandhi vicheda of this will be balaha tatra. The boy is there. So sakara desha happens here. And it also optionally happens in the siblings case. So if the visarga is followed by sh, so you have balaha shete. And this again by a consonant sandhi becomes a sh. So optionally you could also have balash shete or balaha sah. You could have balas. I didn't give you this not too many examples here. So balaha sah, that boy. So here, because it is followed by a sa, the visarga optionally could become a sa. And here you have the jiva mulya sounds. If it is ka and ka, then the visarga optionally will be pronounced as a jiva mulya or upatmanya. So this is like a table which summarizes all your visarga sandhi. I hope this is clear to you. All right. So there are some exceptions in the jiva mulya. So for example, the jiva mulya does not occur when visarga is followed by this conjunct consonant. Like, so if you have Krishna Kshetre, then you don't have a jiva mulya sound. Or Namaha Karoti. Here the visarga is followed by a hard consonant ka, and this has three forms. Namaskaroti, like this sa comes here. Namaha Karoti, or you have a jiva mulya sound. Namah Karoti. Or Puraha Karoti. Again, this visarga becomes Puras Karoti. So you have these exceptions, and there are number of more. So as you learn and as you see, you will see a few of these exceptions. Okay. So I'm going to try something new to just practice these visarga sandhis. These are, I have about 10 or 12 sentences. So what I would like you to do is look at the sentence, read out loud, and try to remember what kind of visarga sandhis are there will happen here, and then I'll give the answers. So the first sentence is Guroho Chhatraha ashrame vasanti. Guroho is the pratipadikam is guru. Guroho is the shashti vibhakti ekavachanam of the teacher. The students of the teacher ashrame live, vasanti, live in the ashrama. So think about the sandhi will be. I'll give you a second, and then I'll bring in the answer. It's hard to remember, but at least, you could, see how much you remember. And then,
remember a thing.
Okay, now I'm going to bring the answer. Okay. So, Guroho Chhatra. So here the Visarga, it is followed by a hard consonant cha. So the Visarga becomes a sh. Remember? Cha, cha, Visarga becomes a sh. So Gurosh Chhatra. And here the Visarga is preceded by a long vowel a, and it is followed by any vowel a. So this Visarga will be dropped. So Chhatraha becomes just Chhatra. Remember, the Visarga is preceded by a long a, followed by any vowel. So the Visarga is deleted. So Gurosh Chhatra. So you have Visargasya Sakaradesha. First it was a sa and then it became a sha. And then you have a Visargasya Lopaha. The Visarga was dropped. All right. It will take a while to remember all these rules. All right. Kavehe Mitraya Nripaha Ratnani Dadati. So here, if you have dadati, then always fourth case use. So kavihi. So kavehe. The pratipadikam is nominal stem is kavi. Kavehe. Don't worry about this. Right now, let's just concentrate on the sandhi. Kavehe. For the kavi. Kavehe. Mitraye. So nrapaha, king. Ratnani, jewels. The king gives jewels to the poet's friend. So mitraya, if it is dadati, this has to be in fourth case. To the poet's friend. This is the sixth case. So poet's friend, friend of the poet. So kavehe mitraya nrapaha ratnani dadati. The king gives nrapaha dadati. The king gives jewels, ratnani, ratnam, ratne, ratnani, to the poet's friend. So now the Visarga Sandhi will be here and it will be here. Wherever there is a Visarga, you will have a Visarga Sandhi. So, think what the Sandhi will be. Okay, so let me bring out the answer. So kavehe mitraya. So the Visarga is preceded by a vowel a, which is a not a or a. So there will be a refadesha, right? Because it is followed by a soft consonant ma. So this Visarga will become a ra. So it will be kaver mitraya. Remember, this Visarga is preceded by a vowel which is not a or a. It is a. And it is followed by a soft consonant ma. So this Visarga will be refa. So it will be kaver mitraya. Right? Now, nrapaha ratnani. Now, here, remember there was a special rule that this is followed by a refa. But that rule also said that it should be preceded by the vowel which is not a. and it is a. So here refa, here that rule, it will be utvam, like it will be that rule will, special rule will not apply here. So it will be, this visarga will be converted into u and then into o. So it will be rapo ratnani dadati. So in this case, you have it. In this case, visargasya refadesha here and visargasya utvam here. So nrapaha will become nrapo ratnani dadati. So let us look at the third one. Girehe agachati saha gramam. So girehe is the pratipadikam is giri. This is the fifth case, from the mountain. Saha agachati. He comes from the mountain to the village. Sorry, he goes. No, he comes. Sorry, this is a mistake. He comes. Agachat. It will become, sorry, this is a typo error. So girehe agachati saha gramam. He comes to the village from the mountain. So again, you will have a sandhi here and you will have a sandhi here.
Gireha.
Yeah, so girehe agachati. Figure out what the sandhi will be here and what sandhi will be here.
Drops come from the mountain.
Okay, let me, sorry.
It will be followed, the first one will be followed by will be a refa.
Yeah, the first one will be a refa because it's a girehe agachati. So it is
this will be
preceded by
deleted.
a and followed by a vowel. So it will be ra, but ra and a will become ra, right? Refa and a will begin ra. So gire ra gachati, right? This visarga will be, becomes a ra. And refa and a vowel is following it. So ra and a will be ra. So gire ra gachati. And this sa is followed by a soft any letter other than a. So this visarga will be dropped. So you have visargasya refadeshaha and visargasya lopaha. So gire ragachati sa gramam.
Baraka.
Yeah, this this becomes ra because ra and a will becomes long ra.
If this was not a but then there'll be a short ra at the top. Gire.
Yeah, then no. If it was then this thing.
We'll still have.
So then, so wait a minute. Yeah. Then it will be just ra.
Yeah.
Not ra. Yeah. Now the next one is balakaha, balikaha, cha na kridanti adya udyane. So the boys and girls, so this is boys and girls, are not playing in the garden today. Na kridanti adya udyane. Adya means today.
So the first visarga will be dropped. Balika.
First visarga will be dropped.
And then this will turn into a sha.
Balikashcha. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, so this will be dropped because it is preceded by a long a followed by a soft consonant. So this will be, the visarga will be dropped here. Here it is followed by a cha, so this becomes a sha. So balika, balikashcha, na, and now here there is a yan sandhi and a guna sandhi here. So this is e and a. So this will be a yan sandhi. So you will have tia.
Ridantya. Mhm.
And then this is an a and a u, so it will be o.
Oh,
So this will be
Ridantya.
o here. So you have 4 sandhis here, two Visarga sandhis and 2 vowel.
Consonants and vowel sandhis.
Right. So now here what this one, saha uttamaha vicharaha asti. So that is a great idea. Vichara idea, uttama great, saha that. So saha uttamaha vicharaha asti. So you have 4
Mhm.
four sandhis here.
Sa.
So saha and u will become so.
No,
No.
Sa.
only this will become o, only this is a special rule. So if it was a, except then this visarga will be dropped.
Mhm.
Be Chara.
This is an a followed by an e.
I have 4 more, so let me just because this here. So here, this is sa is a special letter. It's like this is a special sandhi, and it is followed by u, which is not a, so the visarga will be dropped. All right. Then uttamaha vichara, preceded by a, followed by a soft
E.
consonant, so o, uttamo. And this will be your shivoham sandhi, vicharosti.
Mhm.
Sa uttamo vicharosti. So you have visargasya lopaha, visargasya uttvam, and then you had a guna sandhi and a purva rupa sandhi here.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh,
Where does
so this one was, I got the answer for. So this was Eshaha Margaha Kutra Gachati. Where does this path go? So Eshaha Margaha Kutra Gachati. So Esha, the visarga is dropped. This because it is followed by a hard consonant, so it remains as it is. Like there is no sandhi here. So visargasya lopaha and visargasya jiva mulya. Okay. Saha udyane adya na kridati. He is not playing in the garden today. So there is just one sandhi here, which is an easy one, which we did. So this visarga will be dropped. And here you have a purva rupa sandhi, vowel sandhi, a and a. So here this visarga will be elided for this thing, and adya na kridati. Okay. So you have a visargasya lopaha and a purva rupa sandhi. Shvetaha ashvaha atra asti. So here you will have 3 sandhis, like 2 sandhis and a vowel sandhi.
So Shvetah, Ashvah, Shvetoshvah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Same ashvo, ashvotra.
Yeah, so you will have a shivoham kind of a sandhi.
Yeah,
Because
ashvotra.
visarga a, so this will be one, it will be one word. And then you have a dirgha sandhi here.
Mhm.
So it will be
Atrasti.
shveto
Shveto
shvetrasti.
atrasti.
Yeah, so like it will be, like it will be just this long one word. So everybody understands this, right? Like you will have this the shivoham kind of a sandhi here, and then you have a dirgha sandhi here. So visargasya uttvam, guna sandhi, purva rupa sandhi, and dirgha sandhi. Again, this one is an easy one.
This is
Bala.
this is that Uvadhamanyad. The visarga is dropped with a bala.
So this will be Bala Pustakani. But here you have a
E and an
Bala Pustakani, E plus U.
E plus
the Yan Sandhi.
you
Is
have
a Yan Sandhi.
E plus A.
Is a Yan Sandhi.
Yeah. So you will have this thing. Pustakanyadya. Right? So you have a Yan Sandhi here.
But how come
And this will be Bala. pustakani. So you have a upadmanya. This is a both.
Why did you keep the Visarga here? Then shouldn't it be Bala? With Upadan
No,
Bala.
Visarga, it won't, like only in the pronunciation it changes. The Visarga doesn't go up. Oh, sorry, you are right. Yeah, it
Yes.
should be that.
But Visarga
that
drops, right?
sign here. It should be
Yes.
that. No, this is correct. Like it will be written as it is, but it will be pronounced. Like remember, like in
Bal, like a Kakaha.
it's an
Ka-
optional, so it will be written as it is. Like there will be two forms, this form or optionally you will pronounce as Bala Pustakanya, their kind of a thing, right?
So Visarga won't drop here?
It should drop. I
Visarga
thought
won't drop. Like Visarga, there's no change. But when pronouncing optionally, you will pronounce it like an Upadmanya. The Visarga will be pronounced as Upadmanya.
So Visarga Lopa this rule will not apply Visarga Lopa because
Visarga
A,
Lopa will not apply
Visarga-
because it is a
Visarga-
hard consonant.
oh
If it was
yes,
a soft
it's a hard
consonant,
consonant.
then
Yes,
the
yes.
Visarga Lopa will apply.
Yes.
Since
Correct,
it is a
correct.
hard consonant, the Visarga Lopa will not apply.
Apply. Okay, right. It's only any vowel or soft consonant.
Yeah.
Okay, good, got it. Correct. Okay.
All right, then we have this one. Namaha, Nama, like this is the greetings I say in every class.
That's the easy one.
Namo
Namaha,
Namah.
Namo Namah
Sarvebhyah.
Namo Namah Sarvebhyah.
Now, so
Yeah.
here the optional
Yeah.
Sakara Adesha is used. So you have Namo, so like this is Namo,
Namas
and then you have an
Sarvebhyah.
optional.
Ah,
Namo
Namas,
Namas
so-
Sarvebhyah.
correct.
So
Okay.
usually like this is what you won't hear Namo Namah Sarvebhyah. Like you will hear Namo Namas
Namas Sarvebhyah. Okay.
So the Visarga is replaced by Sa and then Sa. So
Yeah.
Sa.
Yeah, but this is an optional. Like this is, like in some cases you will see this and some cases you won't. So this is an optional Sakara Desha.
Oh, okay. So you
Okay.
can also write Namo Namah Sarvebhyah.
You can also say Namo Namah Sarvebhyah. That is also correct.
Okay.
so this last one will be Balasatarati.
Right. Balas Tarati. Yeah.
Balastarati.
Yes.
Balo.
Yeah.
This will
Ta,
be
ta and
Balas
ta and
Tarati.
Sa is Sa. Visarga replaced by Sa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Balas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this completes the Visarga Sandhi. So now we have completed the vowel and Visarga Sandhi. And next class we will cover the consonant.
Consonant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you understand when you're teaching, you understand when you do the homework, we have to keep looking back at the charts. But like this, I mean,
Again,
like hundreds of rules.
the rules, they're just, it's all, grammar is all. Gire, ra,
Rules here.
I don't know if I will ever remember these rules.
Like this is like is
I just cannot remember.
is Ruchi there?
She was in the class.
Yes, I'm here.
First of all, like Girihi Agachati, this is right, but yeah, so let me just go through that slide. Mountain where it was a mistake.
No, I got it after. But
Okay, so it was Girehe Agachati. So
Yeah.
here it will be Gire
Gire
Ragachati.
Ragachati.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't have time. Otherwise, this verse of Gita, very famous verse, has a lot of. And we will do it next.
Karmanya Vadikarastu.
Yeah, like this has a lot, all the.
Yeah, I think we should do
we
next
have
time because
learned.
this is a very, very famous word.
Very
So-
famous verse, and like if you want, I can do it, or we could cover it in the.
No,
next.
we'll do
We'll-
next
we'll-
time
we'll
because
do
this
next time.
will take some time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Our brains are overloaded now.
Yeah, just one
Almost
just one
9 12, yeah.
question. So with that in that shloka, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, it is Guru Brahma, Guru
Yeah.
Vishnu.
Yeah, so yeah, this is a homework for this class. So I've asked.
Oh,
That's Guru.
So
Guru.
it should
Yeah,
be
I
Guru
could see.
Brahma,
Guru Vishnu,
Guru
yes,
Vishnu, Guru
yes.
Devo Maheshwara.
Yeah, so this verse is a homework for this week. Like
okay.
I've asked
So-
you to break that Sandhi.
So you know that Refa Sandhi you see all the time.
You know,
Have you ever wanna-
Visarga Sandhi, you will all the Sandhis you will see. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, all the Sandhis you do see. Like now when I read, I do, like when I read any of those Gita verses and all that, I can do a little bit of.
No, but like that's what I'm after. Like now with vowel and Visarga Sandhi is done, you could break, like if you know the words, Gita words, you could do most of the Sandhis. Like, but the problem is that you have to know, like for example, in this, you have to know Karmani, right? Like these words. you have to know.
Yeah.
So I
Of
think
course.
you know the classes that you give. I have your grammar Sanskrit Sahakarini for grammar as well. The charts are somewhat different, but the charts that you use in the classes
Hmm.
are much more helpful. You know, they're more they're clean charts and they give you all the rules. So I'm also reading.
Book
I'm
is
also-
different. Like you could
Yeah.
have color. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
also
but
reading.
the book does help, because you don't have to really go back to the YouTube. I mean, you can look at the book, when you're doing a homework.
No, if you print the class, some of the charts, then it helps, and you keep the charts
Oh,
in front
yeah.
of you. It
Yeah,
really
Well,
that
like
helps.
is
that's
of
what
course.
I'm
Yeah.
saying. That see,
Yeah,
like
that is true.
for the this one.
So I'm also reading Ramayana, Valmiki Ji's Ramayana, which is Sanskrit. So that also has a lot of sandhis in it, which
Yeah.
Correct,
Like
yeah.
for
Interesting.
example, like for Visarga Sandhi and the vowel Sandhi, the chart. If you just print out.
yeah, this chart. Yeah, exactly. That's
So
what I'm saying. In
then
your
you
class, you
have
use the
all the Sandhis in
Yeah.
front of you. So
Yeah.
you just need 2 pages. You need the vowel
Yes.
Sandhi chart and this chart. Then you have.
That vowel sandhi chart that you have in different colors is very useful. That shows the guna sandhi, purva
Yeah, right, right.
sandhi.
Right. So that chart and this chart, you just need these 2, and then
Yeah.
as a
Then I
reference.
keep referring to them as I do the homework.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier. Well, thank you.
Okay. Any questions on the homework? Like if you want me to open it, or anybody, any questions there?
ના રે. બધા લોકો તો નીકળવા માંડ્યા.
Kumuji, thank you so much.
All right.
I will see you in February.
Okay. Have a nice trip and a safe trip.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Okay. Bye.
So Kumuji, you're planning to finish something you said last class that until
Yeah, like
March
I think this total course should be about 6 months. So
Okay.
maybe the material which I intend to cover, like you Sandhi, yeah. So it will take another 2 months, 8 classes to cover the name forms, verb, and the krit pratyaya. So I don't want it to be too long. A short course is nice. So with this, you will be able to, kind of do the, understand the Gita verses, and, the basic, I think, will be covered.
Okay.
So this class you're planning to finish by end of March?
Something like that, March, or like I will see, but yeah, not later than April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, end of March or maybe mid-April.
Yeah, but it depends, how we go. But like that's like March, April is the time frame when I want to finish. What I then want to start is more like a reading classes where we read, what we have learned, and start reading, and
Mm-hmm.
something like
Correct.
that.
We start reading, and would you also do the sandhis and all and
Yeah, like that's
analysis,
what my
grammatical
intention
analysis?
is, that more on, like, see what we intend to do, that we don't read and then we, so reading is very important because with pronunciation and the Sandhi, and then you become very familiar with, otherwise, you're always hesitant in, reading this thing. So that's
not-
what I
not-
was
yeah.
thinking, that, do more, just have reading and more question and answer kind of like the grammar we have covered, then just apply it more practical in,
And not only just the sandhis, but also, which vachanam it is.
yeah, that's what, like more like a
Yeah, which
grammatical
vibhakti it is,
analysis. Like take
which
a
vibhakti is
story or
it,
take a
yeah.
verse and go, well, what are the nominal tense,
ekvachanam,
what is
bahuvachanam,
vibhakti,
what is
are
the
the vibhakti,
pratipatikam,
what is the
the
sandhi and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I, want to. I don't want to cover more and more grammar. What grammar we have done, practice that more. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know whether I will be able to do it.
Thank you.
All right. Good night,
Thank you.
everybody. Bye.
Good night. I come down with a big cold.
You got, yeah, it looks like I've got a very bad cold.
Yeah.
Are you running fever also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I hope you don't have COVID.
I hope not. Yeah, but yesterday I tasted. I had one line, so I will taste again today. Nice, thank you.
You have a
But
really
did you
bad,
go out or anywhere but you just came out?
I last Saturday I was out.
Uh,
The person, he just recovered from his COVID. So
mm.
maybe I got it. Who knows? I don't know. I
you
hope
have a
I
bad
don't
cough. Lychee, you have a really bad cough.
Yeah.
Most people in this COVID are getting a really bad cough.
Yeah, I think the weather also is a
Or either I just had a cold. I don't know. But the test yesterday was one line. But I so slow. I think I will get over by the weekend.
yeah, it takes like 2-3 days and then it kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
goes
Now
down.
I have it Saturday, so today and tomorrow might be the worst.
Yeah.
Go away, I hope.
Uh,
Okay, and good night.
Good night, Lychee.
I just couldn't remember those rules.
It
take my
takes a
time.
long time, Lychee.
I know.
Don't worry up.
I had to go back to the to what the rule is. Every time I look and look, I just I'm getting
It's
too
not
old.
easy, but like once you, if you are able to recognize, okay, there is a
Yeah,
something here,
yeah.
and
So
then you have that sheet of paper and you're able to figure it out, that's good
Yeah.
enough.
just take a long time for me to.
See, now
I would-
Bhavan Sandhi, you are very comfortable, right? Like you are able to recognize.
Yeah, we did a Sandhi before.
Yeah.
I still have this. I'm using it all the time.
Yeah.
Good night. Thanks. Thank you.
All right. I hope you
Okay.
feel better, Lychee.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.